will see Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Josh Lambo set to go, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the handoff, this is Mostert. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle. You put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. For the first time, the Jacksonville Jaguars set to go here on offense, led out by the new face of the franchise, the #1 overall pick, of course, from this year's draft. It's Trevor Lawrence out of Clemson.
And for many people, there's a lot of pressure that comes with being the presumptive #1 overall pick for 2, if not 3 years now. But Trevor Lawrence has handled it well. The Jacksonville Jaguars excited to have him in town, to say the least, because they've started guys like Gardner Minshew, Jake Luton, Mike Glennon just in the last season. But let's face it, they now have their franchise quarterback.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Lawrence to Jones, 1st down, Jacksonville. So for Trevor Lawrence, listen, the hype, the buzz, whatever you want to call it, it just surrounds this guy. One of the most highly regarded draft picks of the last decade or 2. What do you think defenses are going to throw at him here in his rookie season?
Well, I think all the edge rushers can't wait to get a shot at him, especially his rookie year, because they want to see if he can handle the pressure when they come at him. But I think defensive coordinators, they know that he's well-schooled and he's very intelligent. They want that pressure on him. They'll throw those normal blitzes, but they also want to throw combo coverages in the secondary to see if he can read them.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Lawrence to throw. And that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw complete here to Aiyuk. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Aiyuk. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Here we go.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. That time a 6-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Lawrence will throw. Complete to Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Less obvious throwaways, called as penalties.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. That caught by Manhurts. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Lawrence going to throw again. Flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. He's played a pretty clean first half. A touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Now a play fake. Garoppolo winds up and lets it go for Samuel. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They hand it off to Mostert, and he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Lawrence to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Able to complete this to Shenault. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Lawrence to Shenault for a Jaguar first.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. It's complete to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards for number 11. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And to throw again is Lawrence. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. DJ Chark, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Here's Richie James on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you gotta expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Lawrence. That's going to be caught. It's Shenault. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. There's Manhurts, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Again, it's Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars! Carlos Hyde, a 5-yard touchdown, and the Jaguars have taken the lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route, worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? But a lot of offenses say touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here's James. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, but as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. There's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Pass incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Well, they brought the lead into this third quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring, because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Rookie Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguar offense ready to take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Lawrence. He looks underneath and he finds Hyde. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Kinlaw coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. "35 yards that time on the punt. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
It must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they'll get him down at the 34. He's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. Rookie Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguar offense ready to take over. On 1st down, Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of the receiver, Shenault. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
On second down, it's Robinson, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On second down now, it's Robinson, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. That one complete. He finds Shark. 7 yards, the pickup there.
And that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run. Robinson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that's certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt to open up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.